The number of children in the UK known to have suffered abuse linked to witchcraft is rising, according to local government figures. But since most of those who practice it come from abroad, the British government's being accused of turning a blind eye over fears that it could be charged with racism. Reporting next, here's Shadi Edwards-Dashty.
Hidden under the guise of religion, faith and belief, witchcraft is an ever-increasing threat in child abuse cases. In Britain, the number of such incidents has risen by more than a third in just 2 years. As local councils say, they are handling the equivalent of 38 cases every single week. The shocking research released by the UK's Local Government Association also highlights FGM, or female genital mutilation. It puts numbers at a record high, with 1,000 children having already been abused or at risk of it in the last year. While it's more common in certain African communities, the UK did have its first conviction for FGM back in February. Despite that, life-threatening and dangerous practices like FGM put as many as 60,000 girls at risk every year. There's a misconception, though, that the ancient custom of FGM is a religious one, even though it originated some 2,500 years ago, meaning it predates both Islam and Christianity, and is not mentioned in any holy scriptures nor endorsed by religious leaders. But the cultural, often described as a barbaric tradition, mainly occurring in Africa, isn't being fought as it perhaps should be, as experts say there's a fear of being called racist.
I'm so angered by these figures. For so long, the political power that black people have has been dismissed. People are scared to tackle FGM and witchcraft as they're scared of being accused of racism. But it's racist to ignore it. It's more racist to look away. It really hurts that we still have to tell people that black kids need protecting.
Following the first FGM conviction earlier this year, more measures have been put in place to help put an end to the epidemic of abuse, including extra guidance for prosecutors and police.
It's down to cultural practices, it's down to ideologies, and it's down to political correctness. I want to know where the feminists are on this issue. There is not enough women speaking up about this, and it's because when women like me speak up, we are told we are racist. And it has to stop. That's where you have the political correctness has got to go out the window. It is like a cancer. And it stops people from breaking the silence. We need more words. We need strong words. We need governments and politicians and prime ministers to stand up and say that anybody who is involved in this practice, if there is even a remotest suspicion, children need to be looked at medically. But that doesn't happen either.
For so long, abuses like FGM have been hidden, doused in stigma and taboo. But it seems like calling it out for what it is may be the only way to protect vulnerable children.